Hi folks, welcome aboard Delta 1839 nonstop over to Providence, Rhode Island for FSexpo2025. We're going to be continuing our flight today. We had a little bit of layover in Atlanta, and we're going to be pushing out of here at about 3 o'clock. Let's jump in the flight deck and get on this. This is another A321 headed over to over to Providence today, and we should have great weather throughout the flight. We've got obviously an aircraft that's all pretty much done for us. We're going to actually go ahead and recalibrate these. So go ahead and throw these to off. We'll put them back on again as there's a new change of crew. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I was just going to come over and nav. Got on bat, that's good. Batteries here, we're on the external power. We got the airplane getting direct air, which is good. We'll go ahead and call for our ground services coming up. We're actually going to call for catering right now. If I go ahead and flip this over, just want to make sure that we're planned for, I got 185 packs on that one. I think we got 209 now ready to go, which is fine. I'm just going to check something really quick on the GSX and make sure we're good to go. Yeah, good. And again, ground services are here, made a massive balance. And all of that's going to be done, I think. So we're going to go ahead and click aircraft load. Now I'm trying to think on how in the world. Yeah, we're going to do that. I think we're just going to hit load aircraft, and we're going to go GSX boarding and refueling, and we'll go ahead and do that right now. So we'll get the refueling done. We've got master cautions out. I don't know why I keep getting this flight control side stick calibration null zones. Kind of a different thing. All right, let's go ahead and get this done. We've got the aircraft getting aligned right now. We're going to go to the ATSU, and then we're going to go AOC menu, and that's going to bring us up to a few things here. Receive messages, flight init information. We click that, and we can see we've got 1830, the dates in there, init data required, or request. It's going to pull that in and see if it works. It sure did. We got flight 1839 Atlanta Providence, no on the alternate. Estimated time route's about an hour and 49 minutes. So that is good. We'll go back to the AOC menu here, and we can look at our received messages. And we got a load sheet coming in, preliminary data, and it's right here. Zero fuel weight, it's going to be 152.8. We got 19.3 on the fuel takeoff weight is going to be 172.2. I'll go ahead and accept those numbers, and we'll click return out of here, and we're going to go right into the menu now. I'm going to click menu, and we're going to go right into the FMGC menu. Take a look, March 25 to April 16. All that looks good. I know we got GPS primary lost. We'll clear that. It's downgraded. It's invalid. We know because we're getting the aircraft ready to go. You can see we've got status and load, and you can just look at this. So we got the init data, that's what we want to see. And then you see this init request. We're going to have to flip that over. That's going to request to pull in the flight plan information. There we go. Atlanta Providence, that's in there. We're just going to have to fill out just a few things. And it is uplinked. So we're going to go, flight number is DL It's Delta Airlines DL. It's 1839. I'll go ahead and enter it right there. Our cost index is 50 today. And our cruise winds, let's go to get all the data pulled in here. Cruise winds are 288.86. Excuse me, flight level. So we're going to go flight level. Puts us up to 350 / temperature up at altitude is minus 57. And that is done on that side. We're going to request the wind data in, and we're just going to push wind request. Give it a second. It's going to pull in the wind data from the flight plan. And then we're going to click return. Go ahead and clear that message. And all that's good. That's init A. Init B is coming in here. Final temp 45 minutes 0045. I might have to do a slash first. Here's 0045. Should take it. There we go. No reserves today. Taxi fuel is giving us a taxi out fuel, 600 pounds. So we'll go 6. Nope. 0.6. Yep. Okay. And then our zero fuel weight is going to come in approximately 152.9. We'll put that in there for zero fuel. Good deal. And then block fuel, we're going to block out here at 19.8. Our total gas. That means leaves us an arrival of 7.7, so that's really good. All right, then that's all entered in there now, looking good. Our zero fuel GC, you can see the Mac zero fuel weights there, our gross weight, and our Mac GC, our gross weight. Zero fuel, we want 25.7, and we're going to go ahead and check just to see what's going on the outside. Nothing. I want to get some fuel on the airplane, so I'm trying to see where I can get the ground services going for GSX. There should be a little thing here for GSX, and I don't know where I can get that. Huh. Well, that's different, because I should be seeing the GSX module coming in. Let's see something. Oh, we got a scripting problem. That's probably why. Yeah, I don't even see it up here. So I'm gonna have to start that myself. I'm gonna go. All right, give me a second here, guys. All right, folks, we got the refueling coming on. It's just because I had to reset GSX, and what I just did was I hit reset all, and then I went back and pulled the files in, and we should be good to go. All right, 25.1 on the zero fuel Mac. We've got nav accuracy upgraded, good, so 25.4. That might change, by the way. Yeah, it's an invalid entry. Give me a second. Let me just see something. 25.1. But again, I don't think I think we'll have to wait until we get everything loaded. Yeah, we're gonna get everything loaded on the aircraft, and then we'll go ahead and throw that in there. After that is done, we can go to the init page, and you can see what we have. Init A and B is now done, and we go to the flight plan page, and let's go ahead and check this out. Atlanta looks like they're departing. Atlanta's reporting right now 26 left, 27 right. With 26 left, 27 right, we're kind of all the way on the other side here. 27 right. Either way, we're on the other side of the airport. So 27 right is going to be quicker, closer to us. So I'm going to go ahead and get our clearance first, and then we'll go and get everything else dialed in. Let's call for clearance. Atlanta clearance, Delta 1839, looking for clearance over to Providence.
Delta 1839, Atlanta clearance. We show no IF or clearance on file.
You're kidding me, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is, what's cool about this, if that's the case, we're just going to go up to here. We're going to click this. We're going to go into our app, SimBrief Dispatch, and then, oh, it's not signed in. So let me go ahead and get signed in here, and I'll get right back to you.
Atlanta clearance. Cleared to Theodore Francis Green State. Palmer Tree departure, Berg transition, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 133.475. Squawk 3553.
3553.
Cleared to Theodore Francis Green State. Palmer Tree departure, Berg transition, then is filed.
4,
Maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 133.475. Squawk 3553. Delta 1839.
They're giving us 26 left.
1839. Read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for push or start.
Okay, 26 left on the departure.
Ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or
Palmer
engine start.
3.
Delta 1839.
So we're going to go up here to Palmer 3. We'll throw the Palmer 3 in there, and we're going to be doing the Berg transition. Let's just verify. Berg, it is. Berg
Endeavor
transition.
5090. Gate Delta 39er. Taxi at pilot's discretion.
There we go, and I'm just going to make sure that this is correct too. So we'll just come over here.
Endeavor 5090.
We're going to take off out of this. We've got MPass is our first one, and then Zealand, Smog, Dillon, Palmer, and then Tense. You can see
Endeavor 5090. Cross runway
Dillon,
26
Palmer,
left. Continue taxi
top
via.
of climb, Disco to Berg.
Cross runway 26 left. Continue taxi via. Endeavor
So I don't know
5090.
why they did that. After that, it should be Palmer,
Delta 2322.
Tense,
Request taxi.
Berg. I think I know why. Well, we're just going to clear that out of here.
Delta 2322.
Basically
Runway
on the
26
same-
left. Taxi at pilot's
So
discretion.
I know there's a couple of waypoints in there.
Runway
from
26
Palmer,
left.
Tense,
Taxi
Newark,
my
and
discretion.
Berg,
Delta
but
2322.
pretty much the same. The reason why it did that is because I didn't select the transition. So I could do that again here. Let's go to flight plan. Go to Atlanta. We're going to go to departure. We're going to go 26 left. So we're going to do this all over again. Here, 26 left. And we're going to do the Palmer 3. So that is correct in green. Palmer 3 with the Berg transition. Now I'm going to select it, and now we can take a look. MPass, Zealand, Smog. Then we've got Dillon, Palmer, Tense, Newitt, top of climb to Berg, and then our rest of the flight plan, which takes us essentially over Nyblock. And then we've got Massey, Kiddo, then Omens, Barry, Ombre, Bombo, Shotgun, Cypher, Python, Bessie, Jopo, Brand, and Robbinsville VUR over to Micra, Creel, Orca, and then we're going to do our arrival. So we're going to click arrival here. It looks like the runways right now, we'll check the tab.
Delta 1437 Heavy. Contact Atlanta Tower 125.325.
Let's
Have a good one.
Calm winds, looks like probably
Over
winds
to
out of
Tower
the north somewhere,
125.325, Delta 1437 Heavy.
Gonna be
Have a good day.
2 or something. Yeah, 23 on the arrival, sorry. It'll be probably ILS 23. I'm assuming it's probably not going to be the ILS. It's probably going to be a VNAV, or there's a nice VNAV approach and a 2-3, which is really fun. It's an RNAV. It'd be cool to fly the RNAV Zulu. I haven't done that yet in this aircraft, so That'd be fun to do. Let's try that. The RNAV Zulu into 2-3. I think it's either RNAV Zulu. Yeah, that's good. And then high is going to be... I want to see how this airplane does it. So RNAV Zulu 2-3. We're going to go ahead and select that with the star. We're going to do the Jordan 2 arrival and the HTO transition. Now, let's see what my paperwork says. Yeah, we want to do HTO. I'm just going to go the HTO transition, even though transition HTO, yeah, I want that. So there's a reason why, because it goes to Orca and then, so I might have to delete Orca out and just go direct to, let's see here, Palmatins. Might be a little jacked up as we get close here. Creel, top of descent, Orca, Jordan.
Hello.
Yeah, okay. Mink. And we got a discontinuity to Hasbro.
This way, please.
And I want to make sure that is correct.
Hello.
High. Execute. We might have to mess with this, but that should be good.
Delta 2322, cross runway 26 right. Continue taxi via. Hold short runway 26 left.
Cross runway 26 right. Continue taxi via. Hold short runway 26 left. Delta 2322.
Delta 2158, gate Charlie 46, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Yeah, that's good. Orca Hampton.
Gate Charlie 46, taxi at my discretion.
The other way
Delta
around here.
2158.
Let's see. Pretty much over the same one. So I'm going to delete Orca out of there.
Hello.
Just because, so I'm going to hit the clear. We're going to clear Orca out. And I'm going to insert that. So basically what I'm doing here, you see the flight disco. So we're just going to clear that disco out. It's from Creel. Then we're going to go direct to HTO.
Delta 2322.
So that's going to be
cross
better
runway
for us because then
26
it'll hook
left.
us up to
Continue taxi via.
the arrival, the Jordan arrival.
Cross runway
with the
26 left.
HTO transition.
Continue taxi
So,
via Delta
by the way,
2322.
Orca and HTO are on top of each other. That's why I got rid of that. So if you're wondering why the heck I did that, it's because HTO was right there. Okay. That is done. We got the pref page. It looks like we're getting boarding right now, 28 out of 209 coming up. And our fuel is good to go. We have good fuel. I'm going to go ahead and check everything here on my side. Whoa, this thing is so sensitive in 24. That's the observers. There's mine. All that works.
Delta 2158, cross runway 26
Okay, we got a
left.
squawk here
Continue
of
taxi via.
35.53.
Cross runway
I'm gonna set
26
that
left.
right now.
Continue taxi via Delta 2158.
35.53, and that's entered. Just going to come over here and select this to PWSs to auto. Everything else looks good there. TCAS on standby, obviously, and we're going to get everything set as we get the airplane boarded and the passengers are coming on. Let's go ahead and check our fuel status. We got 9.8, 9.8, nothing in the center, and that gives us 19.7. Plenty of fuel. That's what we need. I'm going to go ahead and get everything that's on normal, and I'll just check the electrics on the aircraft. Just going to kind of look at the health of the airplane. Looks good. 115, 400 cycles. 28 volts. Transformer rectifiers are looking good straight across the board. Air conditioning. We have the external air pushing in at 67. The cockpit's too hot. So I'm going to kind of demand that a little bit on the cooler side.
Good afternoon.
Anything over 70 for me is too dang hot. And then we'll be good to go.
Delta 2744, gate Charlie 50,
So,
taxi at pilot's discretion.
I wonder if we're going to...
Gate Charlie 50, taxi at my discretion. Delta 2744.
Okay, the flaps are hanging out a little bit. That's weird.
Delta 2322, Contact Atlanta Tower 125.325. Take care.
Stand by just a minute.
Contact
It's
Tower
over here.
125.325, Delta 2322.
It's going to turn on the pumps here. I wonder what's going on here. Let's look at the pressures
Good afternoon.
for the brake pressure. Just want to make sure. Yeah, we've got the yellow is in the green. I can see it down here.
Hello.
We're still in the green. It's just because of the pumps are not on. That's just really weird how they're hanging out in the back like that. Strange. All right, let's do a fire test and we'll be good. Engine 2.
Good afternoon.
APU number 2 coming up. Okay, fire test good. Ailerons are on. Looking good here. Flight controls 1. Oh my god, I hope you can see that. The flight controls up here, all checked. Evac cap pursers on. That's all capped, ready to go. That's good to go. That's good, that's good. Cruise supply is coming on. Was on. That's good there. Capped. Now let's look at our lighting situation. These are off, that's off, that's off. Nav 1 is on. Those are off. Let's go to overhead integrated lighting, just how you like. Beacon, that's seatbelts, and no smoking is coming on.
Hello.
We're gonna go ahead and throw this to armed. That is armed and off. Okay, so just want to make sure it's a weird angle.
Welcome on board.
Annunciators, test, all looks good. Kicking on bright. That's all set. Lights are off. That's good. Packs are good. 25, 27 and a half. Good. Pumps are coming on for fuel.
May I see your boarding
I'm just
pass?
gonna we got a long way to go, but I'm just doing it right
Delta
now.
2744. Cross runway 26 left.
Good afternoon.
Continue
Lights are
taxi
good.
via.
Cargo heat. Let's check the
Cross
smoke.
runway 26 left. Continue taxi via
Okay, all
Delta
good.
2744.
Smoke. We'll go ahead and cancel the master warning off. Good deal. All right, I got an altimeter setting today into Atlanta. You can see the ECAM messages. Smoke forward cargo, aft cargo smoke before open doors. That's good to go. All right, we're doing Atlanta is a 29er. Or 29er. We'll go ahead and set that in right there.
Good afternoon.
Now, I bought the WinWing EFIS panel and their MCP essentially. So I got these two panels, and I'm testing those out here now, and it's pretty cool so far. All right, I'm gonna take it off of LS. We're gonna go to the nav system. That's where I want it. And then you have the ARC, which is traditional, what we'll fly with. I'm gonna go ahead and set to VOR. This little thing, you just flip it over, and I'm gonna go VOR 1 and 2. That's set altitude. I'm gonna set that to 4,000, and we got a dot there, so we're good to go.
Hello.
Pretty cool. I know what you guys are saying. Why did you get that? Yes, I know. Terrain on my side and terrain on the FO side.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Coming back down here, everything looks good. Engines are off.
May I see your boarding pass?
I'm just gonna look. Okay, that works. When I updated to 1, everything got erased. So like everything, I've lost everything. This is a bummer.
Welcome on board.
But everything looks good on the aircraft. We're just going to sit here in the speed select. We have to obviously get that going as we're still boarding. Let's go outside and walk the aircraft as we're waiting. We pretty much have everything done. I do want to
This way.
just take you through the charts. We'll take you through departure and all of that. Let's go Atlanta really quick, and then we're gonna do, let's go to the ground chart first. And so we're at gate, we're up here, gate 16, all the way on Alpha, so we have a long taxi to go. And I think that's a weird position. Let me see if I can rotate this. It's upside down. There we go. We're at Alpha 16 right here, so we got a pushback. We're probably going to go nose to the left, and we'll taxi up, probably give us Fox all the way across, and then we'll go from there. I'll be right back. All right, folks, so there we go. We got the aircraft loaded. I'm going to go ahead and click dismiss. We got everybody on the airplane. I was going to do a walk around for you. Still might, but we have to change a couple things. All right, let's go into the departure. I'm just going to go to the departure here, and we're looking at the Palmer 3 departure. And right there out of Atlanta. There we are. So we got the departure 3. We're going to be taking this runway here, 25 up MPAS, Zelen 250, and then up and over. And we already looked at anything. Since 10,000 on the top, they've given us 4 or 5, so I'll reset that to 5,000. That's set. And then you can see right here, all good. No applicable notes that we need, just radar, GPS, turbojet aircraft only, if unable to intercept climb rate. And we're talking about, we got a pretty good climb rate out of here. We're doing about 200 knots, 500 feet per nautical mile. Looks like we need 1667. We'll get that, no problem with this airplane. All right, so time check right now is 17, so I'm not going to actually have time to go outside and do one of these. Look at this, they got an airplane right on top of mine. That's pretty funny. That's pretty crazy, actually. I don't know why they're doing that, but they are. All right, so let's go ahead and get the APU running. So we're going to go master to the on position here.
Delta 2084 at 8 Charlie 41, request pushback.
I want to run the checklist. Let's go. We're not
Delta
done yet, sorry. We're going to go ahead
Atlanta
and
ground, pushback approved.
get this done.
Face north.
We'll go to the weight and balance page.
Pushback approved. Face north. Delta 2084.
Weight and balance. Now we can put it in the 25.1. We could have put that in before, but we'll go ahead and do that on the perf page. And it's init page, sorry. And it'll be the init B page is what we're looking for, 25.4. Okay, I think I know why. It's /25.4. Yeah, there we go. All right, so there's 25.4. Got that in there. Let's go to the perf, and we will go ahead and do it over here first. All that's good to go. Let's go to the departure perf. We're going to sync the load sheet. It is now final. We've sunk 2.6 left. That is what we're going to do. Flap configurations, optimum. Force token, no. Anti-ice is off. Packs are on. Takeoff weight, 172. Mac takeoff is 24.6. We'll sync the live weather, 290.909. That's in. We'll click calculate. And we should get 149, 151, 151. Slat retract 207, clean speed 220. We're going to go flap 2 for takeoff, and 1.0 flex temp 48. Now I'm going to send that to the MCDU.
Delta 2084, taxi for departure.
Looks good. 1, 2, 3, all set. Next phase.
Delta 2084, runway 26 left.
Climb,
Taxi at pilot's discretion.
Cruise.
Runway
Good.
26 left. Taxi my discretion. Delta 2084.
Looks good. Prog page coming in. I'll keep it on the pref right now. And APU is on the bus. We've got available. I'm going to turn the APU bleed on right now. We'll go and take some stuff off the aircraft as we get ready. I'll go ahead back to here. We're going to go to the ground services, and we're going to go ahead and disconnect the PCA. And we are connected to the GPU. Before you connect that, let's go ahead and hit the electrical, and then we can see the GPU is running. It's not green, but we will get it green once we disconnect. There's a couple things you could do. I like just coming up here and just disconnecting that. There we go. And we will go ahead and throw the GPU off, and the PCU chocks and cones are coming off. And we're going to connect the GSX. Where does it ask it to prepare for push and departure? Jetway's coming back. We'll run our checklist here soon. Sorry for this 757 over the top of me. It's kind of a weird thing going on, but cool airplane.
Hello, Captain. We are ready
I like the 75s. Good. We're on our own here. Beacon light is coming on. Let's go ahead and look at the checklist now. Okay, interior, exterior, interrupt, pushback, no. Interior and exterior. Complete. Circuit breakers are checked, recorders are on, passenger signs are on and auto, emergency lights are on, altimeter, 2909090 and cross-check. Flight and nav and instruments are checked. ECAM status, we checked. The only thing weird is this flight control left side stick fault, calibrate null zones. Very odd. I got to kind of read up on that a little bit. I don't know what's going on there. Radar off. Park brake is set. Radios and transponders set. Windows are closed and locked. Oxygen masks we've checked them. Flight attendant briefing is complete. Departure briefing is complete. Logbooks and QRH are on board. Fuel. We've got plenty of gas on there. We already checked the fuel status. We're going to check it again just to be sure. 19.7, and that's what we need to go. And then we've got that on board. Okay. Pushback. Doors closed. Flight deck door. We're going to just close everything really quick. All right, I'm going to go nose to the right. Excuse me, nose left, tail right. Before we do that, let's click the doors. Everything's green. We're good to go. I'm just going to go ahead and close the flight deck door, and we'll give you a brief, and we'll be out of here.
Release parking brakes, please.
Hi folks, welcome aboard flight 1839, non-stop service over to Providence, Rhode Island. I'll show an hour and 40 minutes. We should have you taking off here in about 10 minutes, kind of a long taxi on the other side. Weather is beautiful out of here in Atlanta. Might be a little bit bumpy, but we should be we should have a smooth ride all the way over there with no issues. Thanks for watching the FSBN channel. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Call them up. Atlanta ground, Atlanta ground, Delta 1839, push.
Delta 1839, Atlanta ground, pushback approved.
Okay.
Face north.
We are. Okay,
Pushback
face
and engine start approved. Face north. Delta
okay, we're going to come back down here.
1839.
We're going to go to the ignition start, and we're going to give it a second. Let's give it a second for the airplane to computer system to kick in, and we're going to go ahead and throw this little switch to on. There we go. And
Please set parking
here we
brakes.
go. Okay, park brake coming set. Park brake set. Got a good light there.
The safety features aboard our Airbus A321. Thank you.
Unlocking gear.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our...
We got a good start on one. So weird. I
Tow
don't
truck
know why it's
disconnected.
doing that.
Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
All right, we got left clear, right's clear. There we go. We could elect to start, excuse me, we could elect to start with, I gotta reset that. Okay, I got the pin right there, see ya. I'm gonna keep one engine lit, so we're gonna do a delayed start on this one. Okay, we're gonna do a delayed after start check here. Engine anti-ice off, ECAM status check, flight controls, we'll check those. I'm gonna come over in the overhead here. Let's take a look. Keep the APU on, and flaps coming down 2. Flaps down 2. We'll check that.
Put the mask over your nose and mouth.
Let's go and check the flight control.
All aircraft be advised information alpha now current. Altimeter 299er.
All right, so flaps are set 2. Let's go to the flight controls here for me really quick. Pitch trim coming up 0.1 or 1.0. Yep. Okay. We're going to go ahead and throw the taxi light to the taxi position. And we've got a delayed engine start here, so we'll go ahead and taxi on this one engine, and then we'll go ahead and fire number 2 after we're lit here. So we've got we're good. Again, it's just such a long taxi. Let's go ahead and pop the brake. Sorry. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put this to normal mode for now, and then we'll get going as we taxi. Let's go ahead and give him a call. Shoot. All right, that's the barking dog you're hearing. That's just the yellows. I can turn off those yellow pumps. We're going to go ahead and put this on the auto brake max. Let me call them up. Delta ground, excuse me, Atlanta ground, Delta 1839 taxi.
Delta 1839, runway 26 left, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Really?
Runway 26 left, taxi my discretion, Delta 1839.
Whoa, hammer. Jeez. Okay. I got a problem here. I'll tell you what the problem is. My brakes don't work, so let me just verify one thing. The settings is just off of out of control here. Let's just check this really quick. Let's go to our yoke. I just want to make sure no controls. Yeah, I don't want any controls on the yoke. The Bravo, I don't want anything on the Bravo. Yeah, let's just none. No Bravo controls. And the reason why, no, I don't want anything. There we go, none. Okay, and then my rudder. See, that's why I'm like, what happened? What's going on here? All right, we go to 717. This is kind of our standard one. All right, let's see if we can't get this under control now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and check the brakes. This is an Airbus. Yep, good. We're working. It's a taxi at our discretion, apparently. So. See, why did it just do that? It jumped up to 70 and it shouldn't have. It should have been right there. Like, that was really weird. Not to 70. I'll have to watch that. See how it's just coming up? Okay, I don't know why that guy's taxiing on the runway. Okay, I'm gonna let him go. What is this, a free-for-all? What the heck? They said 2.6, and this guy's taking off on a different runway here. Atlanta ground, Delta 1839. What runways are we using?
Atlanta ground Delta 1839. Active departure runways are 26 left and 27 right.
Yeah, that's right. So why is the traffic not right?
Atlanta ground Endeavor 4842 taxi to the gate. Endeavor 4842 taxi to gate Delta 9er Alpha via the taxiway.
So I don't know what's going on with the traffic. It's really weird. The throttle's super sensitive, obviously. Struggling getting the right power setting on takeoff here. I mean on taxi. Look at this guy, he's flying. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start number 2. I'm going to put the engine ignition on. We'll wait a couple minutes. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and ignite number 2. Number 2 coming ground. Turn the PTU on here in just a minute. Alright, let's turn the PTU pump on. Okay, I got engine avail light on. Coming back to normal. And I'll turn the APU off. What is this guy doing? Okay, APU's coming off. Good, bleed's coming off. Boy, it doesn't take much. Trying to get a nice, comfortable power setting here for us to kind of keep it under control. Okay, we got a after delayed start or delayed after start check. Let's do flaps. Flaps are 2. Takeoff speeds are set. We got 149, 151, 152, and I've got that in the main display here. Okay, and then we're looking at ECAM status. Seatbelts, no smoking. Transponder needs to come online. My bad. I really don't want to do it while I'm rolling because I don't know where I'm going to go like that. We'll just wait for that until we get on stopped. This has a tendency to move. like it is now. It's just drifting on us. Oh, that's good. Dang it, I can't see. Here we are. I've got to work out a way to delay this taxi setting. This throttle is super
Delta
sensitive.
376, gate Alpha 12, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Gate Alpha 12 taxi at my discretion, Delta 376.
Delta 1839, contact Atlanta Tower 125.325. Over to Tower 125.325, Delta 1839. Have a good day.
Okay, let's go take off. Test. And we'll do a flight control check really quick before I call them. And then takeoff config normal. Brakes checked. 26 left coming in. I got an aircraft on final. At least it looks like an airplane. Looks like a 717. I'm gonna watch that puppy come in. Pretty cool. I wish it was painted right, but it's not. All right, let's do a flight control check here. When we have all the hydraulics on. Let's go to the left. Looks good now. To the right. Up. Down. Rudders. Alright, flight control check is completed. Okay, flight controls, here we go. Flaps set to, takeoff speeds are checked. We are going to be flexing. Trim is set 0.1 up. Yep. Okay. And then the flight controls are good. We did a delayed start, engine anti-ice, ECAM, and flight controls are checked for takeoff. Runway position. Set 26 left coming in. Flaps are 2. Takeoff memos all green. Brake temps are checked. Navigation brief is complete. TCAS is on TARA. Engine mode selector is normal. And flight attendants are notified. I'll just say, flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure. Thank you. Now let's give him a call. Atlanta Tower, Delta 1839, ready to go here. 26 left. I'm always going to say riptide. So used to it.
Delta 1839, Atlanta Tower, wind 2905 at 18, gust 31, our NAV to pass, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 left, our NAV to pass, cleared for takeoff, Delta 1839.
Keep the strobes on auto, and we're going to go ahead and everything's on, good to go. All right, you guys ready? We got some winds to deal with, but nothing major. I'm going to go ahead and set this to engines. There we go. That looks clear on my side. Okay, 26 left. Is that an airplane coming in on this runway? What the freak is going on? Yeah, we'll have to hold on that. It looks like we've got like FSLT traffic or something stupid. wait for that target to get through, and then so we're not going to actually take off until I got a clear view. Whoa, what the heck happened there? Yeah, I don't know. FSLT is being stupid, I guess. All right, I'm good. Let's go. Ready? We're going to bring him up just a little bit. Right there. Doesn't take much. About 30 to 40. A little bit more. We'll hold that right there. Holy crap. Landing over the top of us. That's it. We're out of here. Lots of rudder. Let's get on that center line. Okay, at 100. One. I'll rotate now. It's easy, smooth. Positive rate, gear up. 15 degrees right there.
Delta 1839, contact Atlanta departure.
Order departure.
Contact Atlanta departure, Delta 1839.
Hey, clamp thrust set.
Atlanta departure, Delta 1839, 2000.
Delta 1839, Atlanta departure, radar contact, climb maintain 17,000 feet.
Climb maintain 17,000 feet, Delta 1839.
17,000. 17,000 coming set. Sorry guys, I'm just going to hand fly the aircraft a little bit. Mast caution release, I see it. We got nav ETC off. We'll take care of that here. My bad, I thought we were good. Once we hit that flap, we'll go ahead and kick it to flap 1. Okay, good, 3.6. Still manually flying the aircraft. We're gonna go flap 1 now.
Atlanta departure, Delta 19er is passing 1,800 feet, climbing FL360.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go autopilot 1. Armed.
Delta 19er traffic is 5 o'clock 3 miles at 1,000 feet generic. Report them in sight.
We're not going to do anything right now with the flaps till we hit the slat speed. Once we hit that S speed, then we can kick it up to the flaps, the slats. All right, and we're through that S speed, so we're gonna go slats up, and we're gonna go ahead and drop this. There we go.
Southwest 4548 Atlanta departure altimeter 29er. 902 radar contact continue.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets
Southwest 4548 traffic is 10 o'clock 4 miles at 4,300 feet generic. Report them in sight.
All right, we got a transponder issue. Let me go and just figure this out. I didn't hit it right. There's a dumb switch somewhere where I didn't see it. There it is. It blocked. Altitude reporting on. Here we go. Now we're good. Sorry, guys. They would have yelled at me for sure. Okay, we're on the departure over to Zeland 250 on the speed. Looking good. We got landing lights on. We'll keep those landing lights on until we're through 10,000 and then we'll turn them off. Okay, after takeoff, checklist, flaps are up, landing gears up, APU is off. After takeoff, checklist is complete. Expect some bumps here through this area just because of the, it was pretty windy down there. Not too bad though. Alright folks, we're heading up to Providence on our way. Rhode Island. FSexpo 2025.
4548 traffic is 2 o'clock 3 miles at 1,600 foot bombardier. Report them in sight.
Beautiful day we're going to fly.
Atlanta departure, Endeavour 519er tree is passing 2,000 feet, climbing FL420.
Endeavour 519er tree traffic.
There's 10,000.
2 miles at 5,500
So we'll chime the flight attendants.
Report them in sight. Delta 19er tree 9er contact Atlanta Center on 135. 0. Good day.
Endeavour 5.
Keep the rest of the lights on.
In sight.
Those off.
Southwest 4548 have the traffic.
Endeavour
Okay, we got
519er
smog.
tree traffic is 6 o'clock 4 miles at 1,300 feet generic. Report them in sight. Endeavour 519er tree traffic is 6 o'clock 4 miles
You can
at
see
1,500 feet generic. Report them in sight.
Atlanta departure, Delta.
Delta tree
Palmer
053.
3.
135.
So there you go. There we are.
Delta tree.
Jeez.
Delta tree.
Delta tree 0. Endeavour 519er tree traffic in sight.
Delta tree 05 tree traffic is 12 o'clock 4 miles at 5,400 foot bombardier.
11.6. Got a company message on the 8 cars. Let's go and check that out. And I'm going to throw flight plan in there. And we're going to go to the ATSU menu.
Have the bombardier in sight.
Load sheet set. Good. Okay. I'm going to increase my distance here to about 40 nautical miles. Climb to 17. Atlanta departure, Delta 1839, climbing through 14,000 for 17.
Delta 1839, contact Atlanta Center 127.05. Take care.
127.05.
Center on 127.05, Delta 1839. Atlanta Center, Delta 1839, through 4,700 feet for 7,000 feet. Delta 1839, Atlanta Center, climb maintain flight level 350.
350 on the climb.
Climb maintain flight level 350, Delta 1839.
350 set on the 100s.
Altitude 670, contact Atlanta Center 11280. Good day.
Hi guys, so we're heading up to 35,000. I've set it into the MCP here, whatever the Airbus equivalent is for that. And we're looking pretty good. So far, so good. Nice, easy ride. We'll take a look at the turbulence plots coming up. I think we're supposed to get into some bumps here. It's forecast pretty light, actually. Actually, now we're supposed to get some weather here. So Up at the 350, probably right at nine block. I'm expecting some bumps. Actually, from that point on, we might get in some turbulence, so we'll make sure that we have to probably back down.
Delta 1839, contact Atlanta Center 127.5. Contact Atlanta Center 127.5.
Turbulent penetration
Delta
speed 0.76 on this
American
aircraft.
1424.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and hold for standard.
Have a good one.
And now we got standard.
Contact Atlanta Center 2445,
Okay,
American 1424.
Okay, through 18,000, let's shut the lights off.
Delta 630. Contact Atlanta. Approach 127.9er. Have a good flight.
All that's off. Wing lights are
Contact
off.
Atlanta approach Delta 630. Take care.
Atlanta Center, Delta 1839, crossing 17,900 for flight level 350.
Contact Atlanta Tower on 119er. Tree inbound.
Delta 1839. Atlanta Center. Copy.
Right. All right, 8 nautical miles. We'll pull that out.
119er, Tree Delta 2170.
When we get to, it's going to be nice until we get to a basically 9 block. That's when we're going to be getting into a little bit of the turbulence. So we've got a few minutes here for calm winds or calm weather, and then we'll probably get into the bumps as we get a little on the higher side. Man, I got to tell you guys, I mean, this airplane is really a pleasure to fly. I think Phoenix did just a phenomenal job with the airplane, with the model. It's a pleasure. It really is. And especially, I've got the throttle quadrant, I got the side stick, I've got the EFS panel. We're all set. I think you guys turned me into an Airbus. I'm kidding, you didn't. I obviously am a 737 guy through and through, but it's nice to fly the Airbus once in a while. I mean, you don't do much, that's for sure. You just monitor it. But I can see as a pilot doing 3 or 4 legs on this airplane, you're much better, less fatigued than a 737 pilot would be. Just because there's so much more to do with the airplane. Just a lot more workload. Just managing systems. And this is all hands off. So anyway, we're going to be taking a look at the turbulence here. Again, I don't expect really. It's just light stuff until we get to just past Berg there, and then we're going to be getting into the bumps up at the altitude 350. And I've looked at our turbulent plot. It's pretty much every single altitude we are going to be in it, and you know, that's just kind of what I'm seeing. Light turbulence, light to moderate, kind of what I've got on my app. The app at the better altitude is probably going to be right through 320. It still might be a little light. 310 we might do. It's a little bit between Kiddo and MEMS. I think so. Omens. So between Kiddo and Omens, we're looking at it's about 102 miles, give or take. A little bit less. So 71 miles. So 71 miles, we're going to be in the bumps. But other than that, you know, it's going to be spotty at 310. That's between Kitty and MEMS. If we go to 350, it's just good to know we can descend down to 31, and that might be a better ride. So we'll keep that in mind. All right, folks. We're through 24, so we'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, folks, we're on the flight deck. We were cruising out through 35,000 feet. We're going to turn off the seatbelt sign at this time. We do expect a little bit of bumps up ahead, about 120 miles or so. So we might have you sit back down here shortly. We'll see how the ride is. It might be a little bit better through a lower altitude. We might have to descend a little bit. It'll be all right. So folks, we expect arrival here in about an hour and 30 minutes or so. All right, now sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight for now. We'll let you know up ahead how we're doing on the ride. Thanks. All right, folks, we're coming to our top of descent here shortly. We're going to just put in some numbers here. Just put the QNH 29087, and we're looking at temperatures 11 degrees. We got flight level 18. We approach 143. The Barrow.
Washington Center, American 1199 Heavy. Good day. Flight level 292.
Looks like we're going to do about
American
4:30.
1199 Heavy, Washington Center.
Throw that in there. There we go. And we can do flaps full or config 3. We've got it set to config 3 on this one. You can see our config is set.
Washington Center, Avalo 369.
2,
Good
3,
day. Flight level 340.
We're going to go, obviously, reversers.
Avalo 369, Washington Center.
Flap 3. Let's go ahead and full flap full on this one. So let's go full.
Southwest 10, contact New York Center 128.3. Have a good one.
Okay, plan coming in. We've got the right after
Contact New
Creel.
York Center 128.3.
We'll start
Southwest
our descent
10.
into the Providence area. It's been a beautiful ride so far, folks. Just know we didn't even have to turn the seatbelts on, which was great. It's been a really nice ride in the Northeast. No major issues at 350, just a little light stuff, but nothing to even keep our seatbelt on. You can see top of descent right there. And so what I'll do is right before we get right before we get to Creel, I'm going to go ahead and get this. The interesting thing about the bus here is that it won't descend on its own. So if you're familiar with the 737, to get the top of climb, it'll capture and start descending. This airplane won't do it. So you gotta
Delta 2235.
Pretty much on top of it for that to happen. So very interesting. I kind of like this view, and the other reason why I like this view a little bit is because if I go up anymore, then I lose my displays. So I'm trying to dial this in a little bit so I can still read the FMA. Otherwise, you sit way back, and I don't want to sit that far back. So maybe we'll just...
Delta 1839, contact New York Center 118.975.
All right, there we go.
Center on 118.975, Delta 1839.
You can see off this wing here is Long Island.
New York Center, Delta 1839.
New York and Long Island coming up with New Jersey. There, we're going to go feet wet here. I'm going to parallel the shoreline.
1839, New York Center.
You can see it right there. There's Long Island off to the left. And we'll start our descent here shortly. It's going to be a beautiful, should be a nice descent into the area. We don't see any bumps or anything like that. Nothing to worry about. Looks pretty good the rest of the ride. We just had that one little area. And that's it. Reset my app. Yep, we're done. Just some light turbulence here at 350, but that's it. It's been pretty calm throughout the ride. So we got Merca coming up. You can see off the wing. You guys can see it yet, but not really. But Long Island is right there. Let's see. There's JFK down there, LaGuardia, Manhattan. New York City, right here. This starts Manhattan Island all the way over, peninsula I should say. And this right here is the Hudson River, goes all the way up. We're very familiar with this airspace and everything. I just saw JFK just because of the, first of all, I grew up around here, learned to fly around here. So, pretty neat. I said I'm familiar with this neck of the woods. All right, so we can see Creel coming up a few miles, and probably right before Creel, I'm going to want to start the descent process. So what I'll end up doing is I'm trying to get this dang view dialed in.
New York Center, Brickyard 5613, 8,700 feet.
Right there.
Brickyard 5613, New York Center.
That's
good day.
So what I'm going to do is descend down to 11,000. So we're going to bring this
320.
down to 11. Throw this to 100.
Continue climb to flight level 320, Brickyard 5613.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, I think it's push it in. And then it'll grab it.
Southwest 10.
And it'll start descending. And you see speed, des. And it's going to descend about 1,000 feet a minute.
New York Center. Copy.
Until we capture profile. And then it should be good.
New York Center, Endeavor 5237. Good day. Climbing 8,500 for 10,000 feet.
Endeavor 5237, New York Center. Climb and maintain flight level 180.
I'm going to turn the seatbelt sign on.
Climb and maintain flight level 180.
Right,
Endeavor 5237.
We're like right on the cusp here of a
Delta 1839. Contact New York Center 121.125.
I want to hold
Center on 121.125. Delta 1839. Take care.
Right on that. Right on the overspeed, so I'm going to take over on that speed.
New York Center, Delta 1839. Good day. Through flight level 342 for flight level 350.
Negative. We're descending.
Delta 1839, New York Center.
We call New York Center, let them know.
Delta 1839, you were assigned flight level 350.
Yeah, I know.
I show you at flight level 338. Climb, maintain flight level 350.
No.
Wilco, climb, maintain flight level 350. Delta 1839.
New York Center, Delta 1839. We're on a descent now into the Providence area.
Delta 1839, after Jordan, cleared via Jordan 2, pilot's discretion descend and maintain flight level 230, Theodore Francis Green State landing runway 23, altimeter 2987.
After Jordan, cleared via Jordan 2, pilot's discretion descend and maintain flight level 230, Theodore Francis Green State landing runway 23, altimeter 2987, Delta 1839.
So I want to see what it's going to do. It's pushing us to the barber pole. I want to see if it keeps going.
133.15.
Contact New York Center 133.15. Endeavor 5173, see you.
So what I did was I engaged the speed again, and I wanted to see what's going to happen. I definitely should. It's going to overspeed, which I was surprised that it's going to let me overspeed. It should come down. The throttle should come down.
Brickyard 5841. Contact New York Center 133.15.
It's trying to hold 315 is what it's doing.
Center on 13.
When we hit this little deer park area, it's going to grab profile and we'll start descending quicker. But right now, you know, you can see what's happening here. Once we hit this profile, which I'm assuming is coming up, it's going to be this little green dot.
Delta 1839.
See
Contact
this?
Boston Center 132.3.
Why don't you look at this green dot?
Contact Boston Center 132.3, Delta 1839.
I'm waiting for that descent line.
Good day, Boston Center, Delta 1839. Descending via Jordan 2, flight level 316.
See, there's a beautiful shot of the
Delta 1839, Boston Center. Good day.
Wait, there it is. Green dot coming in. The airplane should capture it. Throttle's coming to idle. I'm reading the FMA all the way down. Now it's going to take us in. Boom. And now we increase our descent rate. Capture that profile. Now the speed, I might have to help it, because it might overspeed. So we'll see. The reason why is because it's trying to maintain 311 knots. So we still got a magenta ring over Jordan, which means we should hit 11,000 feet.
Boston Center, Spirit Wings 959, flight level 320.
Find out.
Spirit Wings 959, Boston Center. Copy.
Let's get our motors going here on our butt kickers. We'll get those rolling. Beautiful shot of Long Island. So close. I'm so looking forward to coming out here. Just love the Northeast. It's so pretty. I mean, I love the water and everything about it. So now look at this. See how the profile is dropping, but the speed's going to increase now. That's what's really interesting about the Airbus, is it gives you this block of speed. You can see that speed there. And it gives you a block of speed at which the airplane can descend quicker or a little less steep depending on what the speed is. So we've got it set with 3 dots, 1, 2, 3 dots there on the panel, and that's what that is. So we won't have to do a descent checklist here until about 18,000, and then we'll run a descent checklist. You see what I mean? Like, I'm sitting with this probably a little too high. But this is center where I'm sitting, so we're all set, folks. So you can see the airplane is doing what it's supposed to do. It's saying we should arrive at Jordan. It says enter the destination data, and we already have. So we're going to clear that. We're going to clear that again. Now we've got Jordan. See, it's sitting Jordan 315. That's probably a little too fast.
Delta 1839, contact Boston Center 124.525.
Center on 124.525, Delta 1839.
Putting a little deceleration. They're on the south shore of Long Island here. All right, let's call center.
Boston Center, Delta 1839, descending via Jordan 2, flight level 230.
Coming down to 11,000 here, guys.
Delta 1839, Boston Center.
So we got Jordan coming over, the Jordan 2, and we're looking at Hampton to Jordan. We got Mink, and then pretty much straight up we'll get vectors. Probably. I would like to just do the RNAV if we can get it. Boston Center, Delta 1839. Can we get a RNAV 2-3 approach? Take the visual.
I'm busy right now. Please get back to me later.
Which means no, they're going to send us on a stupid ILS. I'm not going to do that, guys. I'm going to just do the RNAV approach. This whole thing of
Boston Center, Delta 1067, flight level 218. Delta 1067, Boston Center, radar contact. Continue climb to flight level 340. Continue climb to flight level 340, Delta 1067.
That's beautiful.
JetBlue 1032.
So it's in the North Shore
Contact
we're looking
Boston
at.
Center 124.85.
And then over here, straight ahead over the...
Center on 124.85.
Straight ahead is
JetBlue
Montauk.
1032.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Pretty stuff. don't see any broken clouds. So I don't know what's going on with my weather engine, but I should see broken clouds. What? Let's try this again. Let's see what happens here. Boston Center, Delta 1839 with a request, please. Sorry, go through 18. I'm going to go 2987.
I'm busy right now. Please get back to me later.
That's stupid.
Good day, Boston Center, Brickyard 4433, descending by a parch tree, flight level 184.
Alright, something's going on.
Brickyard 4433, Boston Center, radar contact. Delta 1839, contact Boston Center 124.85.
124.
Contact Boston Center 124.85, Delta 1839. See you. Boston Center, Delta 1839, descending via Jordan 2, 14,700 feet.
Delta 1839, Boston Center.
Okay, that's coming on. Nose. We're going to go ahead and throw takeoff on now. Wing lights are coming on. And I'm going to go ahead and turn these on. Landing lights are coming on. All right, once we're through 11,000 here, we're going to go ahead and going to go set the... Now it's broken. I don't know what was going on with the weather.
Boston Center, Brickyard 5816, 13,700 feet.
Altimeters are set to 2987. Altimeters
Brickyard 5816, Boston Center, good day. Radar contact. Continue climb to 15,500. Altimeter 2982.
Seatbelt signs are on. Descent checklist.
Continue climb to 15,500. Altimeter 2982, Brickyard 5816.
Okay, once we get to Mink, it's going to be...
United 1846.
See this manual?
Contact Boston Center 124.525.
We got Mink, and then another decel
Contact
point.
Boston Center 124.525. United 1846. Have a good day.
Clear that. Sorry, I'm going to clear this manual. Now we're going to go direct to high. Insert. So what we've done, shoot. Mink, we're going to get rid of this. Insert. And that should bring us right to high. There's 11,280 on the speed. We're doing great. We crossed our altitude restriction past Montauk Point there. That's actually Block Island that you see. Now we're actually crossing the point. The Montauk Point's behind us. Block Island's actually straight ahead. That's it, we passed it. And there, right there is Martha's Vineyard, and then over there, be Nantucket. That's actually Block Island straight ahead. So we're over Montauk Point.
Delta 1839, altimeter 29901, expect the visual approach runway 23.
Altimeter 29901, expect the visual approach runway 23, Delta 1839.
No, it's not. Let's see. Did the weather change on me that quick? Altimeter is 29901. You are correct. Okay, 29901 is set. We'll expect the visual approach. Okay, you can see it's slowing down 250.
Boston Center, Brickyard 5842, descending via Parch Tree, flight level 1A1.
Brickyard 5842, Boston Center, radar contact. Brickyard 5842, turn right, heading 255, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 255, Brickyard 5842.
Alright, we're going to switch to the RNAV. High is at 5,000, so I'm going to go ahead and set that to 5,000 now, just for the heck of it. Right there, it's not active yet, but let's see what it says. High 5,000, sure.
Delta 1439, contact Boston Center 124.525. Have a good day.
Center on 124.525, Delta 1439.
Why are we barking out there? I didn't hear what they said.
American 1432, contact Boston Center 124.525. Have a good day.
Contact Boston Center 124.525, American 1432. Have a good one.
All right, we're descending down through 5. Could hit Mink and the profile should come
Delta
back.
1839, leave Mink heading 030. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 23.
Yep, 030.
Leave Mink heading 030. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 23, Delta 1839.
Okay, here we go. I feel like I'm sitting way too far. This is probably
Blue Streak
perfect.
5586. Airport is at your 10 o'clock, 12 miles. Report the field in sight.
20 miles, range.
Field in sight. Blue Streak
030
5586.
out of Mink.
Blue Streak 5586. Cleared visual approach runway 23.
Cleared visual approach 23, Blue Streak 5586.
One thing that I don't see
Blue
very...
Streak 5586. Contact Providence Tower 120.7.
I don't know where the heck
Over
that
to
is.
Tower 120.7, Blue Streak 5586.
Oh, there, it's right there. -8, plus
Boston
2.
Center, JetBlue 267,
Plus
15,300 feet.
Delta 1839. Turn left, heading 035. Vectors for the approach.
Yeah, we know.
Turn left,
We'll take the
heading
RNAV.
035, Delta 1839.
JetBlue 267, Boston Center, good day. Climb, maintain flight level 360.
Climb, maintain flight level 360, JetBlue 267.
All right, guys, I'm going to take the speed back, and we're going to bring it down about 220 or right there. I'm going going to go down to 5,000 feet. You can see we're going to be up. This is Rhode Island that you see right here. We're heading up the peninsula. The harbor, I should say, is going to be right there. Really cool. I'm going to have to start slowing the speed down, so I'm going to go ahead and take it over. I'll bring it down to about 220. I'll push it in, actually pull it out. Throttles to idle, and it's going to try to hold us down at 220 is what I'm looking for. Sorry about the dogs. I don't know what they're barking about. You really need to slow down here because...
JetBlue 1032, contact Boston approach 122.905. Take care.
Contact Boston approach, JetBlue 1032.
220 on the speed. That's going to be our green dot, just slightly above green dot, which is good. That's where we want to be. Nice. Airplane should come up. There you go. Speed's coming in. It's going to hold that 220 to 220 on the speed. And I don't know why they're barking. I don't know what their major problem is today. But there's problems. All right, there we go. We are on. We have 1,000 to go for the altitude. I don't know if it's
Brickyard
anything...
5816. Contact Boston Center 128.1.
Like I don't...
Contact Boston Center 128.1. Brickyard 5816.
Hit approach or just leave it. You know, I'm not familiar with...
Delta 1839, turn right, heading 030. Descend, maintain 4,000. Altimeter 29901.
4,000.
Expect further clearance in about 19 miles.
Yeah, okay.
Turn right, heading 030. Descend, maintain 4,000. Altimeter 29901. Delta 1839.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and descend now to 4,000 feet. So the speed should grab. There we go. Should hold 220 on the speed. We're in an open descent. Okay, coming in 10 now. Now I'm going to go ahead and drop flap 1. Let's get the slat out.
JetBlue 267, contact Boston Center 124.525.
Contact Boston Center 124.525, JetBlue 267.
All right, that's our S speed. I'm going to slow down now. Just slightly above S speed. So it's going to really capture the speed, and then it'll start descending first. That's kind of the logical order of this. Now we just installed Providence, so that's pretty cool. We'll see how this looks. All right, here we come. There's 4,000, so it's going to hold. The reason why I'm doing this is just because, you know, maximum is 210 knots, so we're trying to keep it at right around that level. 1,000 low, so vertical deviation set. We've got altitude is held at 4,000. Now I wonder if I go and arm it, what will it do? Will it hold it? That's a pretty good question.
Boston Center, Jazz 593, flight level 199er. Jazz 593, Boston Center, good day, radar contact. Climb, maintain flight level 410.
We've got 3.6 miles max, 210 on the
Climb, maintain flight level 410, Jazz 593.
We're just over that slat speed, so we're looking
Boston
good.
Center, American 2556. Flight level tree 00.
We're about 1,000 low now, so I want to go...
American
Push
2556,
this in.
Boston Center, copy.
Wow. It won't work. So, it's probably because of the speed issue, I don't know.
Boston Center, United 212, descending by Ocean 5, flight level 211.
Hasbro, 1400.
United 212, Boston Center, copy. Brickyard 5842, contact Boston
Yeah,
Center
opened it.
24525,
Altitude
take care.
constraint. Yep, it's gonna now
Contact
drop
Boston
in.
Center
Flap
24525, Brickyard 5842.
flaps out.
Boston
slow speed
Center,
down.
Southwest 10, good day, descending via Skoggs Tree, flight level tree
180
50.
speed. Let's see what happens here. We got speed,
Southwest
descent.
10, Boston Center.
Now if I close the speed in, I'm controlling the airplane, right? I'm controlling the speed and bringing it down to 180. And what I'm expecting in this Hasbro at,
Boston Center, JetBlue 1254, descending via Roebuck Tree, flight level 230.
So we got flaps set 2.
JetBlue 1254, Boston Center, good day.
Nice. Oh,
Delta
man,
1839, turn right, heading 050.
I'm not. I got the airplane in sight there.
Turn right, heading 050, Delta 1839.
Boston Center, Southwest 10, descending via Skoggs Tree, flight level 409er.
2,500.
Right.
Southwest 10, Boston Center, roger. Delta 1839, turn right, heading 070.
Negative. Got the airport in sight.
Turn right, heading 070, Delta 1839.
Approach Delta 1839. We got the airport in sight. We got a visual.
Boston Center, JetBlue 1166, descending via Roebuck Tree, flight level 202.
Okay, 1400. Can't go below it. That's an altitude
JetBlue
constraint.
1166, Boston Center, radar contact.
You can see that 1400. I didn't have the altitude constraint on.
Delta
Well, this is doing a
1839,
pretty
you're
darn
already
good
on
job.
approach.
I know.
Unable.
Okay, clear me to land, because I'm coming in here. Approach Delta 1839. We have the field in sight. Okay, gear down.
Delta 1839, you're already on approach. Unable.
Okay, good. Flaps coming to 3. Flaps full. Now we're going to slow the aircraft down to 143. And I wonder if I could engage it. Alright, speed's engaged. What's it going to do? Let's see. It's going to come up. Alright, I got the aircraft. Okay, your flaps are full. I'm going to go landing check
Jazz
here.
593, contact Boston Center 124.525. Center on 124.525, Jazz 593.
Just going to help this out here. Speed should come up. What's going on with the speed? Okay, I got the speed. Alright, correcting. It's
Boston
so
Center,
sensitive, you guys.
Southwest 251. Good day, 600.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Southwest 251, Boston Center, radar contact. Climb maintain 15,000.
Okay, gear down 3
Altimeter
flaps are set full.
29901.
Don't sink.
Ready.
Climb, maintain 15,000.
Super sensitive.
Altimeter 29991.
Don't sink.
Southwest 251.
Don't sink.
Okay, guys, we're on speed. We're looking good.
Don't sink.
I'm not sinking.
Don't sink.
Jeez, man.
Don't sink.
Raj.
40.
Don't sink.
20. Retard.
Don't sink.
5.
Hard one. Okay. In reverse. Auto brakes kicking in. There's 60 knots. Got the airplane. Get off on this exit. Well, welcome to Providence.
Boston Center, Brickyard 5796. Descending via Roebuck Tree, flight level 2 Tree 4.
Flaps up.
Brickyard 5796, Boston Center, roger.
Well, welcome to Providence. That was a little touchy because of the weird flight controls going on. It was kind of a strange thing. That was a manual landing. I had taken off, so come on. I don't know why it favors the one side. Okay, runway turn-offs coming off. These are coming off. These are coming off. Noses coming to taxi. Strobes on auto, beacon. Throw that off. The rest are good. Good old Providence. Now this is the fly too high. They have the scenery here. Now we can go this way, which I'm probably going to do.
JetBlue 1166, contact Boston approach 122.905.
Contact Boston approach, JetBlue 1166.
APU.
Southwest 251, resume own navigation.
Roger, resume own navigation. Southwest 251.
I gotta take out the yeah, I'm sure QTAR 777's here. Yeah, okay. That is not
Boston Center,
accurate.
Moxie 713, descending via Jordan 2, flight level 279er.
Moxie 713, Boston Center, roger. United 212, contact Boston approach 22905.
Contact Boston approach, United 212. See you.
Boston Center, JetBlue 518, flight level 211.
JetBlue 518, Boston Center, copy. Southwest 251, climb maintain flight level 300.
Climb, maintain flight level 300, Southwest 251.
Now somehow 777s aren't going to be here. Doesn't make any sense. See how they have like different traffic over top? I think it's because it's an it's a flight sim thing. I got to turn off their AI traffic and use just the FSLT. Let me try that right now, folks. I'm just going to stop really quick. Let's see if I can't get that setting. Let's see here. We're looking at graphics. Ooh, what would it be? Light model. No. It would be under graphics, wouldn't it? Everything got changed. This whole thing got changed. Here we go. Air traffic. Ultra, none. I don't want any because the watch. It's because of the, yeah, see? I don't know why that stupid thing's there. Maybe it is an FSLT thing. I hit the start button for me. Get off my gate, man. Gate 22 I'm looking for here.
Boston Center, Spirit Wings 1897. Good day. Descending via Robert Tree. Flight level 227.
JetBlue 1254. Contact Boston approach 122.905. See you.
Contact Boston approach. JetBlue 1254. See you.
All right, there we go. That's it.
Spirit Wings 1897. Boston Center. Good day. Moxie 713, altimeter 29901, expect the visual approach runway 23.
Altimeter 29901, expect the visual approach runway 23, Moxie 713.
Shut down number 2. Number 2 coming down.
Moxie 713, descend maintain 13,400 feet, altimeter 29901.
Descend maintain 13,400 feet, altimeter 29901, Moxie 713.
Boy, it doesn't take much. I'm talking like a quarter inch. It goes like a bazillion. Okay, brakes. Okay, park brake coming on. Parking brake is on. And we are on and connected. Okay, APU coming on, AP bleed. Now let's shut down number 1. Nice. All right, we're on the bus. Let's go ahead and get deplaned. Commence deboarding. Deboard, please. Let's get the gate. Beacons coming off.
Boston Center, American 1595. Good day. Descending via Ocean 5. Flight level 211.
Seatbelts.
American 1595, Boston Center, roger.
No smoking and seatbelts are now off. All right, folks, welcome. We have made it to Providence, Rhode Island. for FSexpo 2025. Super fun. It was a fun flight. We'll get hooked up and then get the chocks on the airplane, which it already is. We'll get them deplaned and I'll get a picture.